Thanks for joining us. Storm Team 6 meteorologist Kyle Mounts. An update on the severe weather threat as we go through your Saturday evening into the overnight. Some good news. Earlier today, we had a moderate risk across portions of the state. That has now been dropped, but all of central Indiana under a slight risk of severe storms. So we are going to still have that severe weather threat as we go through the evening. And the main threat out of all of these storms going to be with wind. That's in the high category, moderate for hail, and then we still can't rule out a tornado or two, a spin up in some of these thunderstorms. So let's take you through TrueCast here. By already between 8, 9 o'clock, we're watching those storms moving into west central Indiana. TrueCast has been fairly consistent with keeping the bulk of the activity along and south of Interstate 74, at least the stronger storms, but that's not to say we can't get a few storms up north of I-70 in Indianapolis as well. Here's by 9:30. You see, this is going to be a pretty quick moving line of thunderstorms as they progress through the central portion of the state between about 9 and 10 o'clock, and then we'll be exiting the state as we get to about 10 to 11. You see still some thunderstorm activity around Richmond, but then we'll start to quiet it down through the overnight. We do have a flash flood watch out for areas along and south of Interstate 70. That's going to run through 8 o'clock on Sunday morning. Some of these storms could produce some heavy rain pretty quick, maybe an inch to 2 inches of rainfall. So we'll be watching for that. Then after midnight, mostly cloudy skies, quiet conditions for us. So we're not really too concerned about a thunderstorm threat overnight, a low temperature of 69. It's going to stay warm. It's going to stay humid because we've got to wait for a cold front to come through. That's not going to happen until Sunday. So still, at least the eastern half of the state on Sunday under a slight risk of seeing additional strong thunderstorms with wind once again being the primary threat. So here's TrueCast. 7:30 in the morning, may have an isolated shower. Then as we go to 2:30 in the afternoon, you see things starting to light up once again. That could be a concern. We'll have to watch things very closely for the Brickyard and the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, not to say for any other outdoor activities you may have. And then as we go into the early evening, things start to quiet down for us a little bit. High temperatures on Sunday again until we get that cold front through here, warming into the mid and even some upper 80s. 7-day planning forecast, things turning much cooler as we look to next week. A high of just 74 Tuesday, 80 by Thursday.